Welcome to our podcast, where we cover unique and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we will discuss about how Antarctic wildlife is facing sunburn due to melting ice. A new study has found that seals and penguins in Antarctica might get sunburnt easily because of a hole in the ozone layer. This hole, which usually stays over Antarctica for a few months, is hanging around for more than a year now. The research, published in Global Change Biology, worries Professor Sharon Robinson, who studies climate change at the University of Wollongong. She's concerned about the ongoing absence of this protective layer. When I tell people I work on the ozone hole, they go, "Oh, isn't that better now?" she told the BBC. The outlet also said that a big reason for the ozone layer getting thinner is the smoke from the massive Australian wildfires, which was started by bushfires. Scientists first found the hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica in 1985, and they figured out that chemicals called chlorofluorocarbons were causing it. In 1987, countries around the world agreed to stop using these chemicals, which led to the Montreal Protocol. Even though the ozone layer started to get better, environmentalists worry because the hole keeps coming back every year over Antarctica, where the ozone layer is already very thin. The size of the ozone hole varies throughout the year, expanding and shrinking as seasons and temperatures shift. Normally, it starts opening up in August, reaches its widest point around October, and then closes by late November. However, scientists have observed that it's staying open longer, extending into the Antarctic summer when wildlife is most at risk. The increased ultraviolet radiation from the sun heightens the chances of skin cancer and cataracts in humans, but it's still uncertain whether the same applies to animals like mammals and birds in Antarctica. But probably the biggest risk to the Antarctic animals is eye damage, said Professor Robinson. The changes are also affecting the plants and animals in Antarctica. For example, krill, a type of small marine creature, is moving deeper into the ocean to avoid the harmful UV rays. This is affecting the food supply for seals, penguins, and other birds that rely on krill. Scientists say that the ozone hole sticking around for longer is a warning sign. They suggest trying out experiments to cool down the climate and reduce the impact of climate change on Antarctica. That's all from this podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected for more exciting discussions and updates in our next podcast.